friends, Joe Lynch here from the Logistics of Logistics, and today I am at Manifest Day 2, and I'm talking to my friend Nate Allan from Loadsmart. Nate, please introduce yourself and your company. Hold that name tag up. Nate Allan from Loadsmart.
Yeah.
You solve more than one problem. You guys have a suite of solutions. Talk about those suites. Talk about the problems you're solving with each one of those solutions.
Yeah, you bet. So my name's Nate Allan. I'm our Senior Director of Digital Sales, really on our software side. But what makes Loadsmart unique is we kind of started as a digital freight brokerage, right? So we were moving freight, and that was really the bones and the skeletal system of what we do at Loadsmart. But we quickly decided it was important to evolve, and from there we started to buy and build software companies that would also support other avenues of the logistics and supply chain industry. So we bought a dock scheduling tool that's called OpenDock. That's the industry leader in dock scheduling. We started to develop a carrier TMS that we offer. We also have our own homegrown TMS that had an RFP guide inside of it, and that's called Shipper Guide. And then we've also added managed transportation as one of our offerings. So the good news for us in 2022, 2023, as the market kind of shifted downward in freight, we had this really great diversification strategy that allowed us to really survive some of those difficulties in the freight market because we were delivering revenue and profit from some of those other industries and some of those other verticals within our suite of offerings at Loadsmart.
Nate, not so long ago, we thought the TMS was the silver bullet. Man, if you get a TMS, you don't have another care in the world. And then as soon as we got it, you're like, well, it'd be nice to have a dock scheduler. It'd be nice. And the TMS sometimes is customer facing, sometimes it's internal facing. You kind of need all the technology to be connected so the internal team can be productive, plus the customers being productive.
Sure.
But you guys added those suites. I think as the market started saying, we want more of a connected ecosystem of technology for our freight.
Yeah, you're dead on. And we found that there were a lot of big, heavy kind of guerrilla offerings in the market, right? That they did so many things, but you spent a small fortune on it. They had to come on site. They overwhelmed you. They never left. And at the end of the day, you said, man, I'm paying for maybe 50% of what I can actually use. And we tried to go the other direction, right? Rather than enter that crowded space, we said, what if we create really simple, lightweight, easy to use tools that don't leave you with PTSD afterwards, and they actually help you solve your problems and people will use them. And then your costs are lower, your efficiencies are gained, you're optimizing things, and dock scheduling and OpenDock is a perfect example of that, right? We didn't creep into the WMS space, we didn't creep into the TMS space, we said we're going to be the best at dock scheduling and helping carriers and shippers work together so that you and I can receive those packages on our door at the right time.
During COVID, I interviewed Felipe Vela, and I said I wanted to talk to him about cost per load.
Sure.
And I said, all this technology is going to lower the cost per load, which is good for the 3PL, good for the customer, good for everybody. And Felipe said, we got to get beyond cost per load. We got to start adding, we as the brokers, add more value. And so I just interviewed him a few months ago.
Sure.
And I said, remember when we talked about beyond cost per load? I re-listened to that. You were right. And I think for a minute, the whole world said, digital freight broker, that's the answer. Now I think we're saying we need people, we need technology. It's more than just get me a truck. Now it's much more strategic. And again, it's an ecosystem of solutions.
Yeah, he was really ahead of his time with that saying.
No surprise there.
And what we offered in the past is table stakes for today. And today's keynote, the CEO of DHL was talking a lot about people, right? And one of the foundations of our offerings and our software is let's let the people do what they're best at doing, and let's let the technology and the software do the things that you can't hire people to do, people don't want to do, or you don't feel like it's the best use of their time, and then we'll optimize those people to go do something better. And that's always been at the heart of what we build and what we attempt to accomplish.
Well, let's wrap this bad boy up. So who is the ideal customer for Loadsmart, and what problems are you solving for them?
Yeah, the ideal customer for us is somebody who's been trying to do things the old way and is desperate to do things the new way and is a little adverse to technology, but realizes that they can't move forward without it. And really, it doesn't matter how much freight you have or how little freight you have. If you're moving freight and you're looking to more efficiently move that freight and have solutions that are easy to use that the market has already adopted, you need to come and talk to us.
All right. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, thank you.
Enjoy Manifest.
You bet.